Well, another week down, very tired. Um, so this is probably going to be a short video. It's going to be a mixture of video and pictures because I'm feeling lazy today. Went out, one of my classmates and his girlfriend took me out to dancing or to bars and stuff and did a whole lot of dancing. Well, what I would call dancing, what everyone around here would call, I don't know, very, very poor representation of dancing. Gyrating stroke victim would probably be the best descriptor of what I was doing last night. But anyway, Colombians love to dance, and I can't dance to save my life. Lots of attempts at salsa. Very, very poor attempts at salsa, I should say. Anyway, what I did yesterday, when we made a trip down to, it's called Centro, which is essentially, it's like a downtown area, or it's not the old downtown area where the school's located, which has a lot of old structures, 300 or 400 years old. This is a relatively newer downtown area, I'd say, within the last 100 years, but it's very rundown. I mean, there's a lot of little shops there, but to be honest, it is not the safest part of town. It was a weird experience. Like when we were walking along, someone was going to the bathroom on a step of a building, and this is like right in the middle of a huge crowd. I mean, there's tons of people around. It was just kind of weird. It was kind of, we'll call that a new experience. And lots of guys handing out these little cards that trying to get you to go to like strip clubs and stuff. So lots of cheap food there, but again, it was kind of I wouldn't call it a very safe area. But luckily, I was there with friends. His girlfriend actually lives here, so she knows her way around in that, and he knows. They both know Spanish, which is a big help because I know no Spanish. I haven't been able to pick up any here at all. I've been concentrating on getting these classes done, which I'm seriously, the classes are kicking my butt. I mean, they're tough. But I got to ride Transmilenio, which is their bus system, or one of the bus systems they have down there, and there's a lot of construction going on around Bogota, specifically for Transmilenio. What it is, it's almost like a subway system, except it uses the double car buses to transport everyone. And it's super efficient. I mean, once you get on the bus, the only thing that makes it feel like a bus is essentially the road. Some areas will go up and down, and there, stoplights and that. But other than that, the interior of the Transmilenio looks a lot like a subway, and it operates a lot like a subway. You have stations that these buses pull into, and the doors open, and it's the same level as the bus. So you're walking from the station directly onto the bus, just like you would a subway car. So you're not paying like the subway driver money directly. What you're doing is also at these stations, you're paying a subway attendant at the very beginning. You pay them, they give you a card, and you go through a gate system like you do like a subway system in Washington. It's the only one I've been to, but it's essentially like one in Washington. You buy your ticket or whatever, then you go to the station. You go into the station to board the buses. It's really fast too. I mean, it's super efficient. The buses, depending on how fast you want to travel along, there's buses that skip every second or third station, I think it is. They were trying to explain it to me last night, but last night's kind of a little bit of a fog. So But they said it like some buses will skip every third station. So if you know which station you want to get off at, it's like you know 15 stations down the way, and you know that this bus will stop at that station, and it skips every 3 stations. I mean, it can literally take 10 to 15 minutes off your travel time. Um, but anyway, we went in from the really not safe part of town. We jumped on Transmillennial and went to this Uber. It's phenomenal. It's in Des Moines. I would compare it to like Jordan Creek. I mean, it has all these really fancy shops in that. It's completely new construction, large cinemas. It would be if you took Jordan Creek and condensed it down to I'd say about a 20 block radius. But it was phenomenal. And there was like Louis Vuitton stores, a whole bunch of famous names that I didn't know who they were because I don't buy name brand items. But the person I was with from my class, he was just blown away. He's like, oh, we have to go to this store. Oh, we gotta go to this store. Um, they had an entire store dedicated to Converse. Like all these different Converse high tops and low tops. I thought it was interesting because these things you could buy at Target, but down here it's one of the brands that American brands that it's really big, really popular. So they have an entire store dedicated to Converse. I mean, we're talking an entire wall of high tops. All of them just priced a huge markup down here. Like things you would probably buy at like a Target back home for like 20-30 bucks are like $90 to $100 down here. And I mean, incredible markup. But it's real popular. As far as salsa dancing, went to one place. It would remind you of any dance bar at home, small dance bar. Actually, they both were pretty much like that. The first place we went to was all right, really loud, as expected. Everyone dances. I completely was. I thought I was worn out at that point, but no. We went to another bar. Now this bar was a little bit different. You paid essentially it's 10 mil pesos, which is about $5 you get in, and as much as you can drink. Which the problem was that they served only hard alcohol or beer, and they didn't serve any mixed drinks, so you couldn't get anything mixed in with with what you were drinking. So it was like, and I don't really like the beer, so I was sticking with like vodka. Luckily, the drinks are heavily watered down, so that was worth it. They put big chunks of ice in there, and it's not like, I mean, you can tell it's vodka I'm drinking, but it's like as if someone took a bottle of vodka that was half full and filled the other half with water. So really watered down. Still tasted like crap, but hey, I'm not complaining. It was $5 to get in, and it was, I mean, it was enough drinking to make me feel happy. Not that I'm not happy. I'm just saying that you know what I mean. But that was located in that really kind of ritzy part of town where we were at. And that place the city just comes alive at night. I mean, there are just people everywhere, little stalls that sell little knickknacks and stuff. And then if you're walking through one of the main streets, like K7, I can't remember what it is. It's one of the main streets here. There are just little shops everywhere, tiny little shops that have just everything imaginable, and that's about all I can think of as far as last night. One of the things I did want to make a comment on, down here, I can't remember if I mentioned this in one of the previous videos, they recycle or repair everything, which like a lot of things at home, like if it breaks, you just toss it, like an alarm clock, a radio alarm clock. If it broke, you would just toss it. Down here, they don't do that. Down here, they take it to a repairman and get it repaired for like $5. Because electronics cost so much more here. So it's easy. You know, it's not like you can just jump into Walmart and pay $5 to get a new alarm clock, or 10 or 15, whatever it is. Down here, it ends up costing like 20, $30 for just a radio alarm clock. So a lot of people, instead of buying new, they'll take it to a repair shop and have it repaired. So I'm not sure how I feel about it. I think that's pretty neat. It keeps a lot of the waste out of electronic waste that we have in the United States out of the landfills and that, which contains a lot of lead and other items. So, but you know, I still kind of like the convenience of just jumping into Walmart buying cheap electronics. So anyway, that's one thing I wanted to comment on. Other than that, I can't really think of anything. I'm gonna I'm gonna get started on some of the homework this week. 2 papers to do, doing 2 lessons. Should be fun. But thanks for watching the blog. Hope this video wasn't too long or uninteresting, because I probably rambled on a lot. So I'll be seeing all my Iowa people in a couple of weeks. Bye. Okay, so this is a picture of a church that's up on a hill. I'm gonna go up there next weekend, hopefully. Here's some more pictures of the city. A friend of mine, she let me take pictures from her apartment because she had kind of a better view than my place. So I went and I took pictures from there, but you can see how dense the city is. It is really crowded. But it's still a wonderful place, in my opinion anyway. And what we did yesterday, first part of the day, was we went to the museum, and here you're seeing pictures of the works that we saw at the museum. The ones where it has all the like the fat people in it. I can't think of a way to describe it. Hefty, big boned people. That is done by an artist who is really famous from Colombia, Fernando Bartero. Oh, there's me in the big hand at the museum. But anyway, getting back to Fernando, he's big down here and throughout the world, I guess. So don't yell at me. I'm not an art critic. So here's some more stuff. But you'll see that I got a lot of pictures. There's even a Picasso down here on display right there. There's the Picasso. And here's a fountain that it started raining. I took a picture of it. And what else am I gonna do if it's raining and I have a camera that'll shoot high speed? Why, of course I'm gonna be shooting high speed video because I can. That's it. So now you have to suffer through approximately 30, 40 seconds of slow motion, high speed video footage of rain on a fountain, because I'm a jerk. But went down to this plaza. That's Bolivar. These statues of him are like there's me and my friends. We're at a place doing stuff. There's a sign of how the streets are. There's that thing of Bolivar again. So that's about it. Hope you enjoyed. Thanks. Bye.